Hello and welcome. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I'd like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners. Procyon, one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. President Sean Rabinowitz, proud supporter of our podcast network and everything we do. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Rennell Jump and Yukon legendary men's basketball player Jake Voskuhl. They specialize in tax plans for businesses large or small. They will save you money or get you a big fat return on your taxes. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm is located in Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you've suffered any type of personal injury, slip and fall, a car accident, your mother-in-law ran you over with her car, your wife got angry one night and decided to stab you, the Finch Firm is for you. Pete has won legal battles all across the state of Connecticut. He will go to war to get every dollar you deserve in compensation. You just have to remember, in a pinch, call Finch or go to his website, thefinchfirm.com. Dynamic Human Performance is owned and operated by Yukon legendary running back Andre Dixon. He trains boys and girls of all ages, all sports. He has a boot camp program 7 days a week, 6 a.m. You want to get in shape, you go to Andre. He has an athletic development program where he trains boys and girls in the sport of their choice from the ground up, helps them reach their full potential, be the best they can possibly be. Andre has sent boys and girls to college on scholarship for all different types of sports. To work with the best, he has a 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Hartford, Connecticut. Go to www.dynamichumanperformance.com. Well, it's good to see my co-host Chris D is already here. I love my man Chris D, and we're going to see how many times we can get me yelled at tomorrow by Joe D on Husky Hardball. For today, it is our first episode of the Woocast, covering your Worcester Red Sox 97.9 Unity Radio. And the Sox ran up against the Scranton Wilkes-Barre, the Rail Riders. And it was a struggle of a week, although the Sox remain in second place. Manager Chad Tracey is up with Boston, and Worcester should rebound nicely, although it was tough for this week. Coming in, they were 21-16 and had played very well. Got off to a rocky start on May 10th, losing to Scranton Wilkes-Barre 3-2 at home at Polar Park. Watson got the win, and it looks like Anderson took the loss for the Woo Sox. And it was not an exciting game. Scranton Wilkes-Barre took the lead with a solo home run in the second inning, top of the second. Ali Sanchez to left field. That put them in the lead. Worcester was able to tie it up in the third with Mikey Romero. He doubled, and Braden Ward scored. It was 1-1 at that point. Then, unfortunately, well, it was good. In the top of the fourth, Ernesto Martinez Jr. grounded into a double play. Nice job by Nick Sogard. And that got Worcester out of the inning. However, top of the sixth, Mr. Fernandez for the Rail Riders came to bat again and hit another home run, this one to right field. 2-run shot. Marco Lucino scored, and that put the Rail Riders up 3-1. Worcester had runners in scoring position, first and third. In the bottom of the seventh, Nate Eaton was called out in strikes. Then at the bottom of the eighth, we had Sung Chi Chang struck out, swinging with another 2 runners on base, 2 outs, ended the inning. Bottom of the ninth, Jason DeLay doubled and got on base there. And then Braden Ward doubled and Jason DeLay scored. Worcester was close to coming back. They had a runner on second with no outs, and they just blew it. Sogard grounded out, made it 1 out. Nate Eaton then was hit by a pitch, and there's runners on first and second. Mikey Romero walked. The bases were loaded. Christian Campbell, my man Christian, grounded into a double play, and that had ended the contest. So the bases loaded, 1 out, just needed to get the ball, somewhere, not right to the shortstop, and that was your ball game. Very tough loss, very tough to start the series, and just not, we saw this happen last year. We really struggled with runners in scoring position. Sogard, my man, he's been there 3 years. He led the way. Well, no, actually, Siegler led the way with 2 hits. He was 2 for 3 on the day. The only RBIs came from Braden Ward, who's played well. He was 2 for 3 with a double. Sogard had a double as well. Romero and DeLay. So it was unfortunate to have 11 runners left on base, and that's not going to get it done by your second place team. They're so close to getting over the top. Gamboa had another solid start, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 4 strikeouts. Anderson was the one who came in. He went 1 1/3, 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs. And then Guerrero, man, he throws heat. He came in for 2 2/3, gave up a hit, struck out 1. He did nice. But unfortunately, so many chances to come back and get this win. Disappointing to take the loss to start the series. So that was game 1. And then we took on Buffalo. Buffalo, who, we've had classic battles with in the past. And this was, unfortunately, we talked about at Buffalo, where we don't typically play well, and we've attributed it to the bars staying open till 4 a.m. in Buffalo. We think that's been a big problem, and why we haven't had as much success on the road at Buffalo. So we started off hot in the first inning. First and third with 1 out, Nate Eaton had a sacrifice fly. Sogard scored. Mikey Romero moved to second. And unfortunately, we were not able to capitalize. Again, we struggle hitting with 2 outs. We struggle leaving runners on base. Top of the third, Vinny Capra singled, and Braden Ward scored. We were up 2-0 then. Also, Nate Eaton reached on a fielder's choice, and Capra scored. Romero went to second. There was a fielding error by Buffalo. Put us up 3-0. And then the bottom of the 5th, Jonathan Clace singled. Singled. And Javon Ward scored. Rafael Antigua scored. And that put Buffalo on the board. I love Rafael Antigua. He used to be with us, I believe. Then, and we're still in the bottom of the inning, and we struck out Josh Kasevich swinging, and then we got out of the inning with a ground out. So then we had that was it. Okay, I'm sorry. So our 6 runs. We added on 2 in the 8th. That's what I was saying. That's what I was missing there. So the RBIs again came from just a really good run support across the board. Sogard 2 for 5, and we had DeLay, who was 2 for 5 with an RBI. Capra 1 for 4 with an RBI. And Ward, he was 0 for 2, but he did have an RBI. But we managed to get the win over Buffalo 6-2, and the lineup looks to be much of the same. Sogard's been doing a nice job. Romero's been doing a nice job. And Ward has as well. The pitching, Sweet came in, started the game, went to 2 innings, solid, struck out 1. Ed Rivera came in after 2 innings, gave up 3 hits, struck out 3. Another nice job by him. He came home with the victory. Anderson, 1 inning, 3 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs. And Bastardo got the hold. I love the hold when it's legal. 2 innings, no runs, no hits, and he struck out 3. Great job there. Our man Olds came in. He pitched a solid inning. And then they got Cannell some work at the end, and he went 1 inning. So it was a good win on the road. Unfortunately, it was short-lived. Put our record to 22 and 17. Then we lost a nail biter in Buffalo. So to start again, Nick Sogard got us off with a bang, solo home run, first inning, put us up 1-0. Bottom of the second, Josh Riviera singled for Buffalo, and Charles McAdoo scored. I tied the game 1-1. Carlos Mendoza grounded out to Mikey Romero, and it was a double play, but they got another run scored, and that put Buffalo up 2-1. And then Ryan McCarthy singled, and Christian Campbell, the ball was deflected off of Mikey Romero at third base. Christian Campbell couldn't get it in. Josh Rivera scored. Buffalo was up 3-1. And then we went into the following inning. This was all in the bottom of the second. The top of the 9th, Mikey Romero homered. And it was a 2-run shot that gave us hope. Put Buffalo up 4-3. And that was all she wrote. I'm trying to think, how did we end it there? So there were 2 outs, and we could not close the deal and come back. But again, the run support was lacking. Harrison got the win for Buffalo. Bennett took the loss, his second on the year. Lee got the save for Buffalo. And the Bisons of Buffalo, again, just the Wings in Buffalo, not far from me, and the Barstow up until 4. It's always a tough place to play. Sogard, again, 2 for 4 with an RBI. Eaton was 2 for 4. And Romero, again, he was 1 for 4, but he had the 2 RBIs. And other than that, we did not get much run support. 3 runs, isn't going to get it done. Chang was 0 for 3. Capra, with the DH, they moved him up in the lineup. He was 0 for 4. Siegler was 1 for 4. Castro was 0 for 4. So a tough loss. But Sogard, man, he always gets us off to a hot start, and we have to do better with runners in scoring position. We did only leave 4 on base. Bennett took the loss. He went 3 1/3, but he gave up 7 hits. 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, which Joe D always focuses on. Can't walk people, put them on base. Martinez came in, went 1 2/3, struck out 2, did a nice job. And Song came in after 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. And then my man Guerrero came in. Too bad he didn't close. Well, he didn't get the win. He always throws heat. I love his arm, and he's going to be up soon. He went 1 inning, 2 hits, also struck out 2. So it was a very odd game. 3,000 in attendance. Yeah. Short game, too. Under 2.5 hours. 47 degrees, typical upstate New York, or Western New York weather. I shouldn't put Buffalo in that category. So Buffalo moved to 21-21, and the Woo Sox moved to 22-18. The following game, Buffalo won 5-2. 5-2. So this time in the first, Buffalo took the lead. Josh Kasevich singled, and RJ Sheck scored. Kasevich tried to extend it to a double and was thrown out. And then, that gave us 2 outs. They moved runners around. They had runners on first and third, and then we got out of the inning. So the top of the second, Jason DeLay reached on a fielder's choice. Mikey Romero scored. Chang moved to second. They had an error by Charles McAdoo, no relation to former Giants head coach Ben McAdoo. And then Matt Lloyd, unfortunately, grounded into a double play to end the inning. We had runners on first and third. Top of the third, Christian Campbell grounded into a double play. Charles McAdoo to second baseman, to Jason Kasevich at first, and Anthony Siegler was out at second. Christian Campbell was out at first. And again, we had runners on first and third with 1 out. Did not capitalize. Bottom of the third, Kasevich singled, scored. Braden Ward. Javon Ward also scored. Jonathan Clace was out at third. So that at least put us on the board. Buffalo is up 2-1 at this point. Top of the fifth, no outs, runners on first. Matt Lloyd grounded into a double play. So that was unfortunate, and we didn't get anything out of that inning. Man, this Josh Kasevich, he is a beast. He singled, and Javon Ward scored. Buffalo is up 3-1, top of the seventh. Jason DeLay struck out swinging again. We had 2 outs, runners on first and second. Could not capitalize. Could not capitalize. Could not get anything going. Got to hit better with 2 outs. Got to hit with runners in scoring position. And those are the fundamentals, as Joe D likes to say, that we need most. And then that same inning with 2 outs, Matt Theus grounded out. And that ended the inning. So very disappointing. Very disappointing. Then to add insult to injury, the bottom of the seventh, Javon Ward for Buffalo hit a home run, solo shot, put him up 4-2. Top of the eighth, Christian Campbell with runners first and second, no outs. Struck out looking. I'm looking. And then I'm striking out. Runners still on first and second. Mikey Romero, he struck out, but at least he struck out swinging. So that's a bonus. 2 outs. And how about this? The bases ended up being, there was a walk. The bases ended up being loaded. This is the top of the eighth. Vinny Capra strikes out. No runs. So again, we have 2 runners on base with no outs, and we get nothing going. Can't get anyone across home plate. So Buffalo is up 4-2, and they added an insurance run at the bottom of the eighth. Carlos Mendoza singled, and another run scored. Buffalo took the win 5-2. But again, we talked about we typically don't play well in Buffalo. So it looks like they gave Sogard the night off. Ward batted in the leadoff spot. Didn't do anything. He was 0 for 4. Siegler was 1 for 4. Mikey Romero was 2 for 4 with scored 2 runs. And it looks like Chang was 1 for 2. DeLay was catching. He was 2 for 4 with an RBI. And from there, we didn't get much else. So we had, 2, 4, 5 runners left in scoring position with 2 outs, and 9 runners left on base overall. So pitching wise, Feeney started the game. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks. And then Keller came in for 2 innings. He gave up 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, and he walked 1, but he did strike out 3. He took the loss, moving him to 1-2 on the year. Webb and Olds followed. Each pitched 2 innings. Each gave up, Webb gave up 1 run. Olds gave up 2 runs. And that was your ball game. Worcester tends to always use a lot of pitchers. And attendance-wise, again, good. 6,500 at Polar Park. It is a wonderful place to be. Love Polar Park. And I hope to get back there. Actually, no, I'm sorry. God damn it. This was at Buffalo. Sayon Field. Sorry. So they had 6,500, which is very good for them. Very good attendance for them. So again, another tough loss. Followed it up by a shutout This was in 5 innings because of the weather, I believe. Yeah, it was because of the weather. It got called after 5. Gamboa took the loss. Fleming won, and not much going here. It looks like Buffalo took the lead in the bottom of the second. Josh Rivera homered, another solo shot, and then Javon Ward homered, another solo shot that put him up 2-0. And then from there, that was it. We didn't get anything going. We had 4 hits in the 5 innings, and Buffalo scored both runs on solo shots. And we will be right back before finishing up. Christy, you are amazing, and please come on tomorrow.
Down south, we have Julius Williams, Jordan Harris, and the rest of the team of the Trench Mob. They train offensive and defensive linemen. They compete in 5v5 tournaments and college showcase camps all across the country. They have sent kids to schools like Florida, Florida State, Miami, Clemson, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, just to name a few. They have sent the highest percentage of kids who work with them to Division I schools on scholarship. To work with the best, go to trenchmobfootball.com. Ned Von Young runs the Fresh Fold Laundry Company in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, a high-end laundry service. You book online, put your laundry out in a clear plastic bag. They pick it up, wash, dry, and fold it for you in 48 hours. They also offer an expedited service if you need that as well. They have an online subscription model, weekly or bi-weekly, where you can get your laundry done that way. They offer deals for college students. So if you want your laundry done, you can do it in your own dorm. They have a pickup and now a delivery service. So you can have your laundry done without leaving the comfort of your own home or dorm room. To sign up, go to their website, my-freshfold.com.
Also, we have Crystal Springs Golf and Country Club and Spa and Event Center in Vernon, New York. Crystal Springs is a picturesque 9-hole golf course and owned by my former English teacher, Mr. Tom Sneesick. And they also have a beautiful event space. You can hang out in the spa. It is a wonderful view. Have a drink, relax, play some golf. They were voted the best golf course in the area in central New York. Check them out. Crystal Springs Spa and Event Center. They can host birthday parties, anniversaries, corporate events, whatever you need. It's fully renovated and beautiful. So to end the week, Worcester finished strong, shutting out Buffalo 4-0 and getting the win with a big 6th inning. It was good to see them close out strong, and that was today. So Ed Rivera got the win, fourth on the year. He's 4-0. So again, important getting off to a good start early. Nathan Hickey homered, his 3rd on the year, put Worcester up 1-0 in the 3rd inning. Top of the 6th, this is when we added more. Mikey Romero singled, and and Nate Eaton scored 2-0. Christian Campbell doubled, and Mikey Romero scored. We were up 3-0. Vinny Capra singled, and Christian Campbell scored. That put us up 4-0. Good enough for the win. So we hit better with runners in scoring position, and shutting Buffalo out, huge. Putting our record to 23-20. So Ward again led off. They were giving Sogard a rest. He was 0 for 5. Eaton 1 for 2. Romero 2 for 5. Also scored a run. Christian Campbell was 1 for 4 with the RBI double. Castro was 0 for 4. Capra 1 for 3. Chang 1 for 4. DeLay, the catcher, 0 for 3. And Nathan Hickey 2 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. So that was good to see them close out the week well. We were 2 for 8 with runners in scoring position, and we left 8 on base. So it could have been better, but hey, we'll take it, especially playing at Buffalo. So the pitchers, again, I love how Worcester goes about using 48 pitchers a game. Sweet started, went 1 inning, nothing. Again, a shutout game. Rivera got the win. He only pitched 2 innings of work, 1 hit, and 1 strikeout. Anderson got the hold, 3 innings, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Bastardo went an inning and struck out 2. Guerrero, my man, he came in throwing gas, 1 inning, 1 strikeout, and then Cannell came in at the end and pitched an inning. So good all around. Good all around. We always struggle on the road at Buffalo, and it was a challenging week for the Woo Sox. They were able to get through it. So the standings right now, Rochester is in first place, 25 and 20 in the International League. We are 23 and 20, 3 games behind. And wouldn't you know it, I believe we face Rochester this week. So that will be big. Just trying to double check and see if it is. Yeah, so we got Rochester. We got Rochester at home for 5 games starting on Tuesday. And this is big. We played them early on in March, April, and we haven't seen them since. So this is going to determine first place for the International League and be very important for going forward to the All-Star break. As you know, the way that the league works is they basically have 2 halves of the season. So whichever team is in first place for the first half, then they start over the second half, 0-0. The team who wins the second half of the season then will play the team who won the first half of the season for the Eastern Division, and then they also play the West. And, tied with us is Scranton Wilkes-Barre. They're 23 and 20. And then Jacksonville is 24 and 21. So it is going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting to say the least. Tuesday night is Mental Health and Wellness Night at Polar Park and Tail Wagging Night. Fans can bring their beloved and well-behaved canines to Polar Park. It is also Taco and Tequila Tuesday, presented by Termania. That is a lot of fun. And then Wednesday is Albanian Heritage Night. So all you Albanians in Worcester, make sure you get out and support Albanian Heritage Night at Polar Park. Couldn't ask for anything more. And Head and Neck Cancer Awareness Night. I wasn't even aware of that. Head and neck cancer. Who's aware of head and neck cancer? Well, you're going to be on Wednesday, May 20th. Head over to Polar Park. Thursday, May 21st is the player meet and greet. Player meet and greet presented by DCU. DCU has always been a huge sponsor, and they are awesome. The DCU Credit Union. You get to meet and greet the players for autographs and photographs following the conclusion of the game. Do not miss the player meet and greet by the DCU. Friday is fireworks, Star Wars night. You get to come and meet your favorite characters from a galaxy far, far away. And no, I'm not one of them, but I might be. And it is also Deaf and Hard of Hearing Awareness Night. What? I can't. Oh, yeah, it's Deaf and Hard of Hearing Awareness Night. That is on Friday, May 22nd. That is also the start of Memorial Day weekend. May 23rd, Bark in the Park. It's interesting. Veterinary Urgent Care Worcester. Bring your canine companion to Boy, they're doing a great job for the dogs at Polar Park. Very dog friendly. Breast Cancer Awareness Day. Scout Sleepover. Presented by Convenient MD. Sunset Catch on the Field. Enjoy a post-game catch on the outfield grass after every Saturday game, weather permitting. And the Larry Lucchino's Writers Series, Ron Shelton. So ticket buyers for the game can enjoy a complimentary lunch in the DCU Club and a question answer session with former Rochester Red Wings outfielder who went on to write and direct Bull Durham starting at 1 p.m. That's Ron Shelton. I would love to see that. And then Sunday, May 24th, Military Appreciation Day presented by T-Mobile. The kids get to run the bases. Maybe I'll be there. I want to run the bases. Fans of all ages can round the base path after every Sunday game. And then they have a Memorial Day buffet special offer. So the Hanover deck has been newly renovated, and they offer a delicious 2-hour buffet. So a lot going on with the Woo Sox, and it is good to be back doing a show covering the Woo Sox. 97.9 Unity Radio. Ernie Floyd. Couldn't ask for a better man. Just a great, great man. Great radio station. And Joe D. Awesome. Steve, we get it. Finish up. No one wants to hear. Okay. Sorry, Christy. Yep. Joe D would be ripping your ass right now. All right. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them back at life.